Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off-play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30, he's got away. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Wants to throw on second down. Looking to scramble. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He's got him in the flat. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work. Big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. looking for a productive play on first down. The run to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. North Carolina 3, Penn State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. The option look. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Looking to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands. The QB couldn't get it done.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup. We've been keeping a close eye on it. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now they'll run the draw. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It's a draw. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Perkins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Looking to take a shot. Picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Penn State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Savage. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. Take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Will you please just stay in the pocket? It's so much easier to come get these guys when you know where they are, but great job by the offense, rolling the pocket, getting the quarterback outside. More time now, can run the football or take shots down the field.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. On the run, fires downfield. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, North Carolina 24, Penn State 8.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last.
And that ball is picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Just trucks through it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Ncaa would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Going to the running game. Bowles his way forward. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Second down going up.
This offense has a second down play. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure was in his grill and an eyelash.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC. And the defense doing work. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Squirrel, squirrel. Acorn.
Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Looking for the score! They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
You've given up this drive and come down the field. You had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
It's now fourth and goal.
Acorn, acorn. Lion, lion.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He wants it all. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, you can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Black 24. Black 24.
He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
2-9 Philly.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On second down, he's looking downfield, getting some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They move the tight end all over. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Back to throw. It's Griffin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
52, Penn State, 8.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.